This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Hola everyone, welcome back.
Hi, Contemplators.
Hi Contemplators.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
We're back.
We're all back.
Tell a friend.
It's back.
Yeah, guys, sorry. We've been a little... Life, you know?
Yes.
It happens, yes.
It happens.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess the whole Twilight thing just put me in a mood of just like, I don't want to do this.
You and me both.
I probably just shot myself in the foot for all that. And,
it's fine.
And it made me kind of think of like, you know, maybe to try to like, and we've mentioned it before, to go back and maybe not mention what movie we're going to do next.
Yeah.
So there's not that expectation of we have to do that movie.
I personally, in my own personal opinion, I think we should do that because every time I'm like, yeah, you know, we're going to do this one. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'm watching something completely different for the fucking week. And then I'm like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? So it's like, I feel you on that one.
So I think that's what we're going to do. But I wanted to do something, you know, fun to get us back on. And we've been watching this movie for like weeks now that we were late to the game.
Right. Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised, like, I haven't had anything spoiled.
Yeah.
When
same.
we like watch this.
Yeah, we had no idea. Encanto!
Encanto!
Yes.
Hola everybody, we are coming back to there.
So, yeah, thanks to your sister.
Yeah.
Who, like, forced us to watch
The Cam
this.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, dude, she was like, oh my god, you haven't seen this?
Yeah.
Ah.
She's ready to kick us out until we watched it.
She, like, turned it on and had it, like, fucking all the way up. I was like, can you, like, turn on subtitles? You want subtitles? Yeah.
Don't shame people that like subtitles. Some of us.
I used to be one of them.
I know.
I used to hate subtitles. Now I I have to have them.
Yeah, same.
It's weird.
But yeah, this is, I mean, it's not necessarily like a you pick or a me pick. It's just a pick.
What we were feeling.
It's what we were feeling.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we both have been listening to
The soundtrack.
over and over and over again. Like most people, because like, you know, I don't like overly hyped things, and was this overly hyped? Like, I don't know if it was.
I personally think everything Disney kind of gets overly hyped.
Anyway.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's honestly why I've been kind of drifting away from Disney. Like, I've been, like, even the superhero shit, like, I've been drifting.
I know you said.
And, except for, well, it had me in the beginning. If we want to bring up the old fucking...
What?
Moon Knight?
Moon Knight?
Had me in the beginning, and it's losing me on these.
It's losing you? I don't know. I thought the last episode...
I gotta rewatch it, because I fell asleep.
Yeah, I think you need to rewatch it. A lot of, like, deep shit happened.
The first two episodes were fucking amazing.
Yes.
And then the third episode was like, eh.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one was like, eh. And then the fifth one, I don't know. I was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I just feel like the story... I just think it just didn't, like, it wasn't very, like, this is the plot of the movie. I really, like, I had no idea what it was about, honestly. Like, I didn't hear anything, nothing. So going into it, we got to, like, watch it, like, fully blind. Because we didn't know the music, we didn't know anything. Just that it was the new, like, Lin-Manuel Miranda, like...
Oh, Encanto, yes.
It was just the new... You thought I was talking about Moon Knight?
I did think we were still on the Moon Knight train. I was like, the music of Moon Knight. Yeah, I guess it was interesting.
The score, yes.
Yeah, the score
the
was
soundtrack. What was that?
I forgot. I finally forgot that fucking opener song that was stuck in my head for like days.
Yeah, I was trying to remember it too. Was it like a Neil Young song?
I don't know. It might have been. It sounded like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anywho, yes, we're talking about Encanto. It came out in 2021.
Yeah.
It's a really great cast.
Yeah. We're looking at
a lot of people.
Let's see if we can get the names here. Stephanie Beatriz. She was
Mirabelle.
What was that? Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
John Leguizamo.
Bruno, yes.
Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. Jessica Darrow. Honestly, I don't know a great deal of that. I mean, just Stephanie, John. That's honestly about, well, Wilmer
Valderrama, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Fez.
It's
Fez, babies.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And the
else.
one that played Isabella, she was in Orange is the New Black.
She is. She's in Doom Patrol too.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She's main Crazy Jane or whatever the fuck her name is.
Diane Guerrero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one else.
Yeah. No one else that we just recognized off the bat.
Right.
But everyone did fucking fantastic.
This is honestly a really great fucking film.
Yeah. It's like, say what you want like about Disney, like, you know, they've got their bullshit, but goddamn, can the people that they hire to like write shit.
Yeah.
Like, this movie's for everybody.
It is. Yeah.
Everybody that has a family. You know, it's just the family dynamic and expectations of like perfectionism and, you know, don't rock the boat, don't do anything to like ruin the family name. It hit. And I love watching like reactions of other people watching the films, and everyone like can connect with any of the characters.
Right.
Like, everyone has their, oh my God, I'm so this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it's really touching, and it's just we're gonna get into it.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we open.
Should we do the Vine or does it
Oh my
matter?
God! I forgot.
The Vine.
I got naughty vines. I know we've done it before a while ago, but the vines and the growing kind of reminded me of the Isabella.
Well, that is something unexpected.
Yeah.
Naughty vines.
Yeah.
In a wine.
That's it.
So I am gonna sit here and drink it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's beautiful. And it's
mine.
wine. Oh.
It's wine.
What else could we do? Drink it in.
Drink it in. God damn it, I hate you. So we get a little backstory about what the candle is and how the family became magical. Yeah. Each kid that throughout the generations gets like one like very specific like gift.
Yeah.
That pretty much highlights who they are as a person,
right.
Which we'll see later that's not really what it is. One person's gift doesn't express what their whole personality or who they are as a person is.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we get to a young Mirabelle. She's about, like, they do like a ceremony. Whenever they get to a certain age, they go through their door and they get to see, ooh, what's gonna be their gift.
Yeah.
But we're left with a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And we get a little, like, 16-year-old Mirabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, like, I love the house, the casita. It's a character in its own.
Yeah.
It's very Beauty and the Beast. There's a lot of, like, Disney, like, references in this. Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And these, like, very, like, precocious kids.
Oh, my God. I loved.
They're so funny.
That fucking coffee kid, I swear to God, is, like, our child.
That's our child. It is physically impossible to relax.
That is why.
That's why coffee is for adults.
He's got a coffee cup the entire fucking movie.
He does.
He's just drinking coffee.
He has coffee the entire time. And from what I learned, like, it's actually...
Is that common?
It's common for kids in Colombia to just kind of drink coffee. Like, it's not like an issue. Like, it's a stimulant. You can't have it. You're too young. It'll stunt your growth. Whatever the fuck. Yeah. And they want to know because this is going to be their first ceremony. They've never seen it before, so they don't know what to expect. They're excited. Like, please give us some exposition about the whole family.
Right.
What's everybody's gifts? And Mirabelle's is kind of like, I don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to know. I don't like talking about myself. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. We get the opening song, which is really fun. We learn about everybody that has the magical gift, and Abuela, she's the foundation, I guess, of the family.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the matriarch. She's the one that, because of her grief, we find out that this miracle came to be.
Right.
But just the writing and just the composition of the music is so good, and it's so thought out. Yeah. Like, to the minute, like, detail is so good.
So damn Lin-Manuel, too. It's so damn Lin-Manuel.
He's, like, that's his, like, little gift thing. Mm-hmm. I know he's an awesome guy, but, like, his brain, how dare he? Yeah. He's so goddamn talented. Yeah, absolutely. And such a good storyteller, too, and, yeah, it's amazing. But like the kids want to know, what's your gift? What's your gift? You know, so she's just like, no, here's this person's gift. Oh, this person's great.
What about Mirabelle?
Yeah. Mirabelle.
What about Mirabelle?
Mirabelle. What are you doing? Fucking Abuela, just like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Just telling them the story about the family.
She's about to tell us about her super awesome gift. Fucking Dolores.
Oh, yeah.
Mirabelle didn't get one. You kind of, and you notice, because like, I know we've watched this movie like 50 times, each character has their own little nervous tick.
Yeah.
And that's Dolores. She just does like everyone has their little like quirks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Mirabelle was not given a gift, but she has this like very like positive like way, like this, I am just as special as everyone else in the family.
Hey, that's a gift.
That's a gift.
That's a fucking gift.
Like such a way to look at things, like the glass half full,
yeah,
kind of thing. Like, well, I don't have a gift, but I'm a member of this family, therefore I'm special because of that.
Right.
And she wants to, in a way, find her own gift, her own miracle. Like she's still optimistic that something's gonna happen, or she's gonna do something that's gonna be miraculous. But it's Mirabelle's cousin Antonio. It's his gift little celebration, because they don't know what it's going to be until they put the knob in the door and the golden stuff.
The golden child.
The golden child. And you got to give it to Mirabelle's parents, mom and dad. They're so positive, and they so like try to bring up Mirabelle all the time because they're proud of her. It's like, just because you don't have a gift, that doesn't mean you're not special. You're not part of the family.
I feel like the dad more so. I mean, the mom, sure, whatever, but
I think because Abuela, like, that's her mom, so it's kind of like, don't undermine your mother, like, like she has that stifling in her, like, I can't, I don't want to rock the boat. No one wants to rock the boat.
Yeah, that typical fucking son-in-law, mother-in-law feud. I was thinking of my daughter. You weren't thinking of the family.
Yeah, because you're not part of the family, really.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And it seems like everything that Mirabelle does, like, really irks Abuela, and even Abuela's like, hey, like, everything has to be perfect. This is a special night, and some of us that are part of the family but really aren't, it's best that they just step aside and let everyone else do their thing.
Yeah. See, man, that's like Abuela. She fucking loses me hard, honestly. Like,
she's a hard sell.
It's really fucking hard throughout the film with her. And honestly, that's the funny thing. Mm-hmm. Usually the grandparents are the ones who are the uplifted, the ones that you go to that you're having a problem with.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'm having a problem. I'll go to the grandma or grandpa, and
they've seen a lot in life,
yeah,
and they have a lot more perspective on things.
It's that reality of they mellow out.
They mellow out.
The older they get, they mellow out.
Absolutely.
And they see life in a different light. And Abuela is like a completely like different ballgame. It's like the opposite.
Yeah. There is a shift though. There is a reason why. Like I don't want to. I'm not gonna fully say that Abuela is the villain. I'd say maybe like trauma.
Yeah.
Is the villain.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because I feel like as an audience member, it's kind of like, wait a minute, like Mirabelle, she's such an amazing part of the family because she's so supportive.
Yeah.
Come on, like you hear it in the movie all the time. Open your eyes, like really open your eyes and see me finally for the special person that I really am.
Yeah.
And the entire town, like they come. It's a big celebration. I feel like and we'll see it throughout, that the town really does rely on the family so much that I would hate to see what they would be like without that family.
Dude, they would not be able to do shit.
Yeah, like they rely on them to a point where they can't function without them.
Right.
And they almost like take advantage of the family. Honestly, that's what I feel like. Especially Luisa. We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
God.
Luisa, yeah, they definitely. Mm-hmm.
They can't find him.
He's fucking adorable.
He's so cute.
He's fucking adorable.
Antonio.
I loved him when he was under the bed and like she was all like, "This gift is going to explode in 3, 2."
What if it doesn't work?
Oh God.
mentor.
Oh my god. You're gonna fucking kill me.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
If this movie doesn't
Here
make
they
you
come.
cry, then you are a shell of a person.
Fucking husk.
And Antonio's scared. He's worried that it's not going to work. It's this expectation for this family that just brings on so much anxiety and fear. It sucks. It really sucks.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah. Like, he was even too scared to walk up to his door that he begged Mirabelle, please, I can't do this without you.
Yeah.
And despite her, like, being triggered by her experience, getting PTSD, because we get a visual of that, of what actually happened that night during Mirabelle's ceremony, she's still supportive and walks in the whole way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's like he's sitting there and he's like, he holds his hand out and she's all like, I can't. And he's like, go ahead and do it.
I can't do this without you.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. She just goes out and fucking abuela. Fucking daggers. Fucking daggers, dude. Just like, what are you doing?
Daggers.
You are ruining the choreography.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, God.
Ruining the presentation. What's
Right.
what's the town gonna think? Oh, because you're touching Antonio, that means you're gonna get your non-gift germs all over him.
Yeah.
Blah.
Oh,
you're
God.
cursing him.
Yeah. I love Casita, though. Because Casita, the entire time, it's like, here's the fucking alarm clock just moving around
honestly,
the floor.
That house supports Mirabelle more than anything.
It really does.
Yeah.
Casita and her are like...
That's like her best
Yeah.
friend in a way. Mm-hmm. Like that house is like with her
The entire time.
the entire time.
The only time the house is against her is when Abuela orders her around
Yes.
at dinner.
Yes.
Or breakfast or whatever the fuck
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
Yeah, because it's her house. It's her house.
Yeah. And even... Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. And Antonio gets a gift. He's able to talk to animals. I mean, what an adorable gift for a child to get.
Wish I fucking had.
You know? And we see like everyone that like has a gift, they get their own room. We don't get to see everyone's room. We only get to see Antonio's and Isabella's.
Yeah.
Like,
And then Bruno's.
And Bruno's. Yes, and Bruno's. Even though it was disheveled and all that, but like,
Because we don't talk about Bruno.
yes, apparently that's the whole thing. We don't talk about Bruno.
Don't go in there as
Yeah,
Zablinas.
yeah, you don't talk about the black sheep of the family because that causes stress and it brings back horrible memories of what this person did.
Right.
But I'm dying to see everyone else's room. Like, part of me's like worried. Like, does Louisa just have a bunch of like workout gear in her?
I bet it is, dude. It's like a fucking Gold's Gym in
It's a
that
go-
motherfucker. You know what I mean? Opens up their goddamn windows and fucking just fucking what do you call them? We got one in our hallway. What's it called? A fucking
Oh, treadmill.
a treadmill. That
Well,
thing.
the house is her treadmill.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, she's on in her room. It's like, what does Louisa's room look like? I need to know.
Maybe it ain't a gym then.
Maybe not. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's like
Bunch of protein
a
powder.
locker room.
It's a locker?
it's a locker room. She
Horrible.
lives in a locker. She's got a sauna on the back. She's got a fucking like
my God,
hot
like
tub
a
down there.
jacuzzi,
Yeah, so she
yeah.
can fucking heat up the muscles, and
That-
then she's got a bath of ice right next to it.
A masseuse
Look
or
at
something?
this. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's got it made.
She's got it
I want to
made.
go in this
Yeah.
chick's room,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
And everyone's rejoicing. And you see Abuela, you can tell she's been like holding her breath this whole time. And she releases this sigh of, oh, thank God.
Right.
Because she was worried that, if it happened once, it'll happen again.
Yeah.
And that some kid's not going to get a special awesome gift.
See, that's the thing that annoyed me like a lot about
Mm-hmm.
Abuela. Again, going back, is that when Mirabelle was was opening her door or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're at the point where we discuss that yet.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when Abuela was telling the story of like how this is the Encanto and da 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 and how special you are, and that she's putting this false hope
Yeah.
in this child, and then the child doesn't get the door,
Yeah.
doesn't get a gift, and then she just is, pardon my French, she's a fucking bitch the rest of the fucking time to this child.
Yeah.
And the child is literally nothing. And going back to when you were saying, when she was like, why don't you leave it to the people, sit on the sidelines,
Yeah.
we're going to do
That's
this.
That's how you help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
By
says...
staying out of the
By
way.
staying out of the way, yeah. Because she says, like, a gift that represents just as special as you are. That one gift.
Yeah.
Though it's amazing, that's all that's you.
Yeah.
Is that gift. And how are you going to contribute
Mm-hmm.
to the family? Because Abuela says something later on, hopefully I remember, I'll put a pin in that it's more of like, how are you going to help keep this town moving and grooving, and how are you going to represent the family, as how are you going to be useful?
Right.
It's really not how special you are. It's like, what can your gifts do for me?
Right.
I don't want to say me, but
Well, for the community.
for the community, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What can you do for the
Absolutely.
community?
Yeah.
Nothing. You're just a regular old villager. Go live with the peasants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just stay in the wings.
Right.
Yeah. But Abuela's like, oh, everyone, let's get a picture of the whole family, and Mirabelle just kind of like stands there because I mean, no one's including her.
Yeah.
And she gets her that one song, and like every protagonist in like a musical or like a Disney movie, they have their like I want song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's still waiting on her miracle, and I think
'Cause she can't move the mountains. She can't make the flowers bloom. She can't spend another night stuck in her room waiting for a miracle. If that doesn't preach to everybody,
yeah.
bitch.
Well, that's the thing. You can't just sit and wait in your room for a miracle to happen. You have to seek it out.
Well, you know.
Yeah, not like she's not trying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's what I kind of got from that. But it's so heartbreaking because she's
What'd
like,
you get from it? That she was trying or wasn't trying?
I'm not saying that she wasn't trying. I mean, she was trying to do her best
Right.
to help support the family, but she, at this point, she's like ready to go to step out of her room and
to surpass Abuela's stay
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Bullshit, bitch. I'm coming. I'm coming.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and she like in the song, she's even begging like, open your eyes and see me finally.
Right.
And after this amazing song, Mirabelle starts to see the casita's walls are starting to like tremble, and she starts to see all these like cracks
Yeah.
just everywhere, and the cracks are going towards the candle because the candle is always burning.
Right.
It's always lit. The candle never gets smaller. It's just a forever burning candle.
Yeah.
But they still treat it like it's such a fragile thing, which I mean,
candle on the water.
and Mirabelle sees this candle burning out because when you think about it, I mean, fire is such a big, powerful element, but you know, with a candle, you can easily burn that shit out.
Oh yeah.
So though fire is very powerful, it's still very fragile.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'll say certain things. I don't know.
God, you're laying down the dominoes today, man.
The light wind blows. Oh god, it's already getting hot in here. No come.
God damn it. You know what? I did turn off the fucking...
You turned off the air conditioning?
I did.
Why?
I'll turn it back on.
Okay. So Mirabelle is in a panic and she's got to tell him that something's happening that's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know. What do you think about her just like going out there and just blurting it out for everyone to like kind of hear?
Well, I mean, something like that. I mean, that would be like if an earthquake was happening in this fucking house, like right fucking now, and we just ran out, and it's like still, and then it just stops, and nobody else felt it. You know what I mean? Like it would kind of be like that. It would be like, oh my god, hey, this is happening, and everybody's just dancing. What? You know? And then it'd be like for example, we had an earthquake yesterday, and my father was all like, "Oh my god, did you feel the earthquake?" And I was like, "I didn't even know we fucking had an earthquake." And he was like, "Oh my god, my house was shaking and everything. I had to go outside with the dogs. I couldn't get. Man, I was scared."
Aww.
And I was like, I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know we had one.
I would have felt it because I still am traumatized from California earthquake.
Right. Well, fuck. Even when we lived in California, every earthquake that we've ever had, I have never felt one. Everybody was always like, "Oh my god, did you feel it?" And I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?"
God.
I don't know. Maybe I just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Abuela and everyone, of course, everyone has to see what's going on. Abuela just totally dismisses it because all the cracks are gone.
Yeah.
Everything seems fine. And even the house, when part of the ceiling fell, it cut Mirabelle.
Yeah.
Like, the house would never hurt Mirabelle on purpose. Never.
Honestly, she did that herself.
Why? Because she picked up something sharp?
Because she picked up something sharp and she wasn't being safe. And she, and she just picks it up and she's willy-nilly and it just looks like she fucking cut her finger and all of a sudden she somehow just cut her entire fucking palm.
That's true.
Yeah,
it
it
did
literally looked like she just cut her finger.
I thought it
and
was
then
just a
like
little
her palm.
prick.
Yeah, just a little prick.
Just a little prick.
But yeah.
Yeah, and Abuela just completely just like brushes it off because, I mean, we don't know this yet, but, of course she's not going to believe anything that Mirabelle says, but she needs to calm down the crowd and be like, everything's fine. The magic is fine.
The magic is strong.
The magic is strong. And so are the drinks.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes out to party. And this is when Mirabelle's mom kind of like disappoints me at first, but she gets better.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of like stares at her like, ooh, you know what?
Come on.
Maybe she's getting like flashbacks about Bruno, and because there's a lot of like Bruno in Mirabelle, and
That's true.
And I think, and it's shown because like Bruno wears green and Mirabelle's glasses are green.
Holy shit! I never thought about that.
Yeah, and if you look at like Mirabelle, like she does her own thing to try to like express herself, and she does it through her sewing and her clothing. She's got like so many stitchings, and she stitches everyone in her family's like kind of like gift that represents them, like the flowers for Isabel, a barbell for Luisa, which that's horrible. Her symbol, even on Luisa's skirt, it's she's got barbells around the bottom of her skirt.
I never noticed. I guess I gotta really pay attention to these fucking like.
Well, I also watch things online that tells you look out for these things. Because you can watch something, one or two times and you can totally miss it. And that's what's great about these movies. And we talk about it all the time, that you can discover something new each time you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because pretty much like the butterflies are in like everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got my fucking.
I feel like maybe that represents Abuelo.
That's what I think too.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's almost like that's his spirit.
I think that really is. I think we're going very like brother bear.
Yeah.
And Abuelo is legitimately like the symbol of the butterflies.
Yeah, because Abuelo, we know he's not around.
Right.
He tragically passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wonder like how much Mirabelle knows, because when she finds out in the end, she's like, oh my god, I had no idea.
I don't think anybody knows. I think the only one who I don't even think the children know.
Fully know. I think Abuela's been holding that.
And that actually might make a lot of sense.
Why she's the way she is.
The way that she is. Because she's literally, I mean, essentially, she is, now that I'm like thinking about it, now that we're like talking about this, she's pretty much like Luisa and Isabella, and she's everybody combined.
Yes.
If you really think about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's holding on all this weight, all this shit, and yeah, no wonder. Like, she's like, no, we gotta, miracle. Like,
Yes.
And Abuelo passed away,
Yeah.
and this miracle happened because of him, and I have to honor it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of shit.
It's that weight of a single parent.
Yeah.
And if you look at when we see what Abuela looked like when she was younger, her and Isabel is the clone.
Bidding fucking image.
And that's why I think
she really like
that's the favorite, because she sees herself in Isabella, and she's this perfect, what we see on the outside is this like perfect like copy cutout
right
of Abuela. And I was going somewhere with that, but I lost it. But yeah, look at like Mirabelle's skirt. You'll see like, you might not be able to see it, but there's like little details. She's got like little butterflies. She's got I think she has like a storm cloud for Tia Peppa.
I gotta find a better picture.
Yeah, you need to find like a really good picture of Mirabelle's like outfit, schmoutfit.
I got these fucking.
All these images are kind of funny.
Oh my
on
god.
IMDb.
Oh lord. Oh god. See, I'm not getting any of their like skirts though. Like I can't. Oh, here we go.
You can't see Luisa's that well though.
No, you can't. Honestly, you can't see any.
You can't see any of them. They're not very sharp images.
Right.
Like, it looks like someone was taking screenshots like while they were watching the movie.
It literally kind of looks like that. Yeah, she does have like a lot of butterflies on her though. There's the green. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Mirabelle's mom like tries to console her, and because Mirabelle's mom, she can heal anything with just a little meal. That's
Right.
her gift, which is such a mom thing to have. That's such a
Isn't
mom
it?
gift.
Yeah.
Or like a parent gift. And she's trying to like show love and support. Like, you don't need a gift. You know, you've got this amazing brain, big heart, cool glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, which is true. I feel like that's really like Mirabelle's, like that's like her gift, her heart.
It is, yeah, I agree.
It's just
Wholeheartedly.
get what? And her mom, Louisa, she even like says like, what's her name? Lupita?
The mama.
Yeah.
Mama
Luisa's-
is
Julieta.
Julieta.
Yes, Julieta. That's right.
Julieta.
Yeah, Juliet. And she's worried that Mirabelle's gonna turn out like Bruno. Like she said, like Bruno lost his way. I'm fearful that you're gonna lose yours.
Yeah.
Just status quo.
I lost my brother to this face. Like, whatever, however
Yeah.
she said it, I can't
Yeah,
even
he
remember.
lost his way
Yeah.
away.
My brother
From him.
lost. Yeah. My brother lost his way in this family. I don't want it to happen to you.
Yeah, and that's such a blanket statement because that can mean anything.
Right.
You know? And we find out what it really is because people have this, because it's been so long, it's been throughout the years that, I mean, the kids, they only hear like rumors about, you know, when a rumor starts to happen and things start to like embellish as the years go by. So Bruno is seen as this like evil guy who just wants to watch the world burn.
Right.
But it's like, it's just his gift. He can't help his gift.
Yeah, he can't help it.
Yeah.
He can't help that he sees shit.
Yeah.
And then you ask him to see it, he tells you what he sees, and then...
Just because it's
You dick!
Yeah. You told me I was
You
gonna get
vulgar
fat.
shit!
My goldfish died. It's your fault. Dude, goldfish die like every goddamn day.
Every minute.
Every minute.
You buy two, and one's
Yeah.
gonna die right after the other one.
God. Mirabelle, she tries to go like investigate the candle, but she overhears Abuela talking about she's like talking to her late husband, like, help me open my eyes, you know, so obviously it's like, okay, Abuela already knows
Yeah.
something about this.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, like praying, like, please help me figure out how to contain the family, help the miracle. Like she refuses to let the family slip at all.
Right.
Which is very toxic. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, is it toxic? So Mirabelle, she's like determined, like, okay, this is it. This is my sign. I'm going to save the miracle. Wait a minute, how the fuck do I save a miracle? I love that moment where she's like getting ready, you know, she's suiting up, and then she's like, wait, oh fuck, how do I save a miracle? Mirabelle starts with Dolores because she can hear a pin drop. What a horrible gift. Some of these, like, I feel bad. Like, can you imagine being able to hear every single thing and every single person?
Well, that's why Dolores is she's the gossip queen.
She is the gossip queen.
She's the fucking gossip queen. She hears everything.
She hears everything,
and
yeah.
she just
And
can't keep her mouth shut.
And if you notice, everyone else talks about Bruno in past tense.
Mm-hmm.
She talks about Bruno in present tense because she constantly says, I hear him now.
Did she say that?
Yes, if you hear, we don't talk about Bruno.
I just remember her saying something about, like, I hear the mice talk in the
She
fucking...
says that, like, that's the start, is the mice. But then she says, I can hear him stuttering and stumbling, like this drop of sand.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah, and in the song, when everyone's singing together, she says, I can hear him now. How could she not hear Bruno? She hears everything.
That's true.
But she doesn't say anything. Why is that? Because she doesn't want to rupture the family. She doesn't want to rock the boat.
Right.
So she probably keeps that to
So
herself.
she keeps that to herself, but Mirabelle's... the vision with Mirabelle, she's gonna be...
Maybe that was the straw.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what everyone's cracking. Everyone's starting to crack.
Yeah, yeah.
No one's like strong anymore. But she's just kind of like, no, there's nothing wrong. But something else. I know she said like Louisa, her eye was twitching all night.
Yeah,
Start
she
with
said
her.
I could hear Luisa's eye twitch.
Yeah, like you're the only one that is worried about the miracle. Mm-hmm. And Abuela and Louisa. I think she says that. I can't remember exactly, but I know she says Louisa. It's like, okay, that's where Mirabelle's gonna start. She's gonna start with Louisa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She mentions to Mirabelle the rats in the walls. The Louisa is worried about the magic. because of the eye twitch. Mirabel tries to confront Luisa because everyone's having like a nice family breakfast, you know, the day after the ceremony, and
Yeah.
she's trying to talk to Luisa. Luisa just she just like looks at her, and just that eye twitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just...
You do know something. And Abuela just shuts that shit down.
Yeah.
And when Abuela comes to sit down and the little animals are on her seat and Antonio's like, I had them warm up your seat.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, thank you, Antonio. We'll find what your gifts will do to help contribute.
Right. What the fuck,
Like,
bitch?
fuck off, man. Can you talk to animals? You're not Dr. Doolittle. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Bitch, he was warming up the seat. What do you think's gonna happen the next fucking snowstorm?
Yeah.
You think the fucking flowers are gonna save the goddamn day? No, the bitches are gonna freeze. They're gonna die. It's Mother Nature's hibernation time, okay?
Yes. And then...
Okay.
Okay,
Goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Oh, there's a family, a mother and son. He wants to propose to Isabella.
Mariano.
Mariano, that's his name. I always forget some of the people's names because we don't see them very often.
No, yeah.
But if you see Isabella, because Abuela asks like, oh, when will it happen? And Dolores is like, oh, tonight. And he wants 5 kids. And Isabella gets like nervous, or something happens where she gets these flowers that bloom in her hair, and there's the one white one, because most of them are pink. There's the one white one, and Abuela gets rid of it, and she adjusts Isabella to straighten up. She fixes her hair. You know, she can't have a horrible moment for a moment.
Right.
Yeah. But Mirabel won't let Luisa out of it. She's like, what's going on? And Luisa's like, I got chores. And she's just doing all these goddamn chores because she's the strong one. Mm-hmm. And it's just funny because like even while she's in like the middle of a project, someone will call her, Luisa, the church, I'm on it. She'll drop that and just go.
Yeah.
Like,
My house is tilted.
my house, and she fixes it before he even finished his sentence.
Right.
Like, my God, like, ugh.
Literally the fucking Atlas. Like, man, holding the world.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And there's a lot of like Greek like mythology within like Luisa. Mm-hmm. Even in her fucking song, which is my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love like, because there's so many like Disney songs that really don't, there's not a lot of alto representation when it comes to songs.
Oh, yeah, no.
And even Isabella's song isn't that high. Like, it's not Let It Fucking Go.
Right.
You know, or this, you know, high soprano, like no shade to sopranos everywhere, but you know, I mean, you know, come on, altos, you know, we gotta lament sometimes.
Right.
So, like, and like Luisa, she begins like sharing and showing how she's the strong one physically, but
Under the surface.
yeah, under the surface, she's emotionally not okay.
No.
She doesn't stop. She's worried to let down the family, not just the family, the whole town. She's the one that fixes everything, like physically.
Yeah.
Or I can't think of the right
She's
word.
starting to feel worthless. And there's nothing she can do about
Oh
it.
my God.
Pardon me while she panics. Worthless.
But she then gets to like she's opening up that she's tired. She wants a break. Like she mentions, like, you know, if she can shake the crushing weight of expectations, and it can leave room for joy, relaxation, you know, just little like simple pleasures. And these are like the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's the growing pressure that keeps growing. You got to keep going no matter what, because all this family knows, especially and Luisa, is pressure.
Yeah.
And there's this moment, because the song is great, because like Luisa, she's like, and she's always so protective of people too. Like even when she bumps into Mirabel accidentally before the ceremony, she's like, oh, watch out, sis, careful. Like she's always like, she's the one that like does the mom thing. With
That's
the drink.
what makes me like, see, man, I feel like she kind of should have been, I don't want to say should have, but because it really doesn't matter. But in my family, for example.
Yeah.
My older sister, who is a listener of the pod, thank
Friend
you,
of the pod, family of the pod.
Yeah, she is Luisa.
She's very
she
Luisa.
fucking
Because Luisa's the middle child.
right.
But
She carries the fucking weight
Of the world.
Of this family, you know.
Yeah.
And that's where, and I'm kind of like, and my other sister, the one who had us watch this.
Oh, God.
To a fucking T. Is she even fucking mentioned it in the gut. Did someone say flowers?
Who does that remind you of?
I know, that fucking bitch. It's her. Like, she is Isabella, and it is just like, oh, you little queen, you. Because for real, she, like, her and the other one, fucking no. Like, nothing, ever. Like, the faves. I'll fucking say it. Like, the faves.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. That's why I'm kind of like, man, I don't know. Because it just seems like such an older child thing to carry the weight. But at the same time, I guess it does, because there are, I do believe.
Because as the middle child, it's balance.
Yeah.
And the first child is always normally seen as the perfect one. But, like, when I think of Luisa, sometimes I'll see a little bit of, like, the Isabella kind of thing, but not in, like, a physical, like, pretty graceful way. But it's just, you know, because, you know, my older brother and my younger brother, they really, like, I felt that I needed to be not like the perfect one, but the stronger sibling, the one that's going to, you know, make something of themselves, the one that's the representation of the kids. Like, oh, well, look at what Callie's doing and all that. And, like, Luisa, she's, you know, the strongest person is still a person.
Right.
You know, and Luisa's worried that if she loses her strength, what good is she? If I can't be of service, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless.
That's depression to a fucking T.
And then the part of the song where, and then with the donkeys. You know,
I love those motherfuckers.
I love those donkeys, but she's the donkey of the town.
She is the ass.
When you think about it, because they with donkeys, they pull a lot of weight.
Carrying the load.
They carry the load, exactly, and that's why, like, that's like Luis's little, like, I find that the film did that very cleverly, that the donkeys are kind of like always around, because even like the fucking party that the fat dude that told Mirabelle, oh, yeah, this is the non-special because you didn't get a gift, remember? Ha, ha, ha.
He is a prick.
He's a prick. He's riding his donkey to get to the party, and Luisa picks his ass up, and then picks his ass's ass up, and she's the valet.
Yeah.
No one says fucking thank you to Luisa, ever. And it pisses me off, because I'm so team Luisa.
You're Luisa.
Fuck.
You are fucking Luisa.
I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm.
I'll say you're Luisa. You're fucking. Yeah, man. Get out of here.
No.
You're Luisa. You're my Luisa.
Okay, thank you.
Carrying the load, the burden of others.
And
God.
She's the only one that works on improving her gift. In the opening of the movie, she is working out. She's trying to be better.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just like, here's my gift.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she's been worried this whole time, because after the song, she said, like, a while ago, I heard the grown-ups talking about a vision that could potentially hurt the magic. So maybe she's carried that weight for so long, and that's why she's always tried to improve her gift. And what's so great too is, like, with this movie, it shows a lot of different, like, physical representation of, you know, as a female, like the female body.
Yeah.
Like, usually, like, with, like, superheroes, you know, a woman, like, who's strong, but she can't look like she's strong.
Right.
Like, if you're a strong person,
You look like Gal Gadot.
yeah, like Gal Gadot fucking ship. And, like, you know, Luisa's body is beautiful. Like, she's got the muscles, but she's still very feminine.
Yeah.
She loves hummingbirds. How feminine can you get? I mean, no, I don't know why I said that.
She loves fucking hummingbirds.
She loves fucking hummingbirds!
Feminine can you get? There's a lot of men that love hummingbirds.
I know. I'm just speaking, like, as a woman who is very critical about physical appearance and, you know, watches a lot of movies and TV and, you know, sees, you know, because it's all fucking fake.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see more of that, more bodies.
Yeah.
Because it's real. And I said this earlier, but, like, just the fact that the town would be lost without this fucking family.
Yeah, it would.
Especially Luisa. I mean, I'm sorry, Isabella, but yes, you make the town beautiful with the flowers, but what is that going to do in a...
That does nothing. I'll say it. Isabella's overrated, dude. For real.
Isabella's a hard sell for me, like, but once you hear her song, like, I definitely start to understand her because there are people like that.
Even for me, that's still.
I know it's hard.
Yeah, even for me now,
It's
I
hard.
can't. Because, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, Louisa, like, she just needs a break. She just needs a fucking break, and she doesn't get one, like, all day, every day. She's just working. Mm-hmm. I'm just, like, reading my notes, because I feel like I've said everything already.
No.
I don't know. And yeah, just, like, Louisa just breaks my heart. She really does. Like,
I feel weak.
I felt weak. She felt weak for a second, and she flips the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Like, girl, you're overworked.
Yeah.
Like, you need to relax. And I said, what if, because Mirabelle didn't get a gift, but what, like, I kind of was like, what if her gift was that people break out in song and confess their real emotions?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be a gift.
That's a
gift. That's a gift.
It's, it's like the Lucifer episode with, like, God and...
Oh, yeah. Everybody's breaking out the fucking song.
That's how they're expressing their emotions. Yeah.
God, I want to watch that again.
Yeah. And at the end of the I'm going to get off the song eventually. I will, I promise. But at the end of the song, when she's holding up the rocks and Mirabelle's like on the floor and like there's like the red behind her, you see Louisa, like, it's almost like she's really upset and
Yeah.
she's shame. She feels shame for showing weakness.
Yeah.
And she is like hurting deep down, holding all this weight. But no mistakes. You can't do it. You can't show no cracks. You can't show no breaks. No mistakes. No pressure. I will never confess how many times I listen to that song.
Okay, I listen to Bruno a lot.
Yeah. I was gonna go into like the music theory of that song, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
That'll go on. But even okay, one last thing, and then we'll move on from the song. Even her breath, in the beginning, you hear her go. She's about to break. I move mountains and I glow because I know what my worth is. Like there's parts of the song where she's like when you're singing,
Yeah.
you try to not show the breath.
But she is, yeah.
But she is
Wow.
on purpose.
Woof.
Anyway, moving on.
There we go.
Moving on. So Luisa's like, okay, start with Bruno's vision. Try to figure out what that vision was. Go to Bruno's tower. Mirabelle goes to Bruno's tower. It's all full of sand, which his symbol is, and what is it called? The hourglass?
Yeah.
The time thing, the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever Bruno has like a vision, it turns into these like green glass pieces, and it shows like an image.
It's like a puzzle.
Is it a puzzle or did it
Well,
just break?
I mean, she kind of makes it a puzzle, but yeah,
Yeah.
It turns into like this jade image.
Yeah.
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 A creamy jade.
But
Or maybe a dark jade.
she finds like all these pieces, and something about because the house is crumbling. Bruno's room just kind of
Yeah.
crumbles.
Well, we find out that like she has something to do with it, and
Yeah.
while she's in there,
She sees herself
she's
in the
seeing
vision.
the vision, and then all of a sudden the cracks and everything start to happen in Bruno's room,
Yeah.
and then the caves fall. It's the cave of wonder.
It really is.
You touched the light.
I mean, come on, that's an Aladdin reference.
It is, yeah. The cave of wonders is falling apart.
Yeah. And once Mirabelle's out, because tonight's the night of the proposal,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna make a whole thing out of it. She bumps into Abuela, and Abuela's like, "What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, stop doing it."
Yeah.
And like Louisa bumps, "I'm losing my gift." I was talking to Mirabelle, and she said I was holding too much, and I thought, I tried to relax, and then I got nervous because I was getting behind on everything, and. And
What did you do?
the donkeys were heavy. Yeah, it's always like, what did you do? People say that a little too often to Mirabelle. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck off. Didn't do shit. And even like fucking Louisa, she's clearly in duress. She's having a breakdown, and Abuela's like, stay away from Louisa until I can talk to her, until I can give her the time of day. But this
Right.
is more important. This proposal. Mirabelle's trying to talk to Tia Peppa about it, and then we get the "We Don't Talk About Bruno" song, which was like, I didn't know this, but it's the biggest song in the whole movie.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that this song
Yeah.
was like.
Because the Oscars, that song didn't get put in for the Oscars. It was a different song. I can't remember which one, sorry. But I think if Lin-Manuel put that song in there in the running, that would have won.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. It's catchy as fuck.
It's so
shit.
good. And even Lin-Manuel says he was inspired by like Stephen Sondheim. It's very like Weekend in the Country.
Yeah.
Everyone's singing their own parts. It's like everyone's on a stage. That whole movie feels like a musical because everyone is singing and everyone's like involved.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty much everyone blaming Bruno because he sees visions. He can't control the future.
Right.
This is just what he sees, and
then everybody blames him for the negatives.
And then of course,
the negatives.
Isabella gets the good one.
Oh, dude, that is actually
she's
really
coming
funny.
down.
Everybody's talking about their negative bullshit.
He told me that, and then you see Mirabelle's like she's crossing her arms, just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Her fucking facial expressions this entire
everyone
film
is
are so funny.
all the facial expressions are so dead on. It's perfect, and if you don't see it, you'll miss it because it's very short.
Yeah.
But we saw it right away. We both laughed at
Yeah.
the same time when we first saw it.
Dying. With rats upon his back.
7 foot frame.
Oh my god, I love Felix and that fucking shit too. Felix is like the unsung hero to me.
He is, and he's such a good husband to
He
Peppa.
is.
Like he's always there to like calm her down, bring her up.
Yeah.
Because she was like, it was my wedding day. He's like, it was her wedding day. It was your wedding day too, bro.
Yeah. Not a cloud in the... No clouds allowed in the sky. Bruno walks in with this mischievous grin.
The thunder.
You're telling a story out of mine. I'm sorry, mi vida go on.
What did he tell us? The umbrella got the umbrellas. And Mirabelle puts like all the pieces together, and it's Mirabelle in front of the house that's like cracking and pretty much breaking down. I love that her dad comes in. Are you ready to pop? And Mirabelle just completely is like, oh, I broke into Bruno's tower, and it's all because of me. And he's just like, no, we are not telling anyone. Let's wait till after this dinner. No one has to know. I know. And Mirabelle knew it. She called it. She's like, she's gonna tell everybody. This bitch can't keep her mouth shut, apparently.
Miércoles.
Wednesday. I swear, someone said that word is like a certain curse word.
It might be. I don't know, man, because it's
kind of
weird.
Like, it's
Google,
like a shit.
When you type it, honestly, it's weird because, like, I remember when I worked with Hispanics, and, like, they would always, I mean, I'm just going to say it, they would always, like, curse at each other. They'd be like, pinche perros. You know, they'd, like, and I, like, try it, like, I would ask some of them, I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? And, like, one of them would be like, you're just saying fucking dog. It's like, you're a fucking dog. And then I'd, like, look it up, and, like, pinche means, like, something completely different on its own. It's like, other languages are so fucking complicated.
Yeah.
To them, it's not.
It's
But it's like,
interesting.
yeah, a lot of the same words have different meanings. Kind of like the and the, if you think about it, I guess. You know?
Or like slang.
Right.
You know.
But yeah, it's like that kind of shit. So maybe that's, who knows? Maybe he said it and it was like shit. I know like merde is like shit in French or some shit.
Yeah.
So maybe it's miércoles.
So dinner, it's already like on eggshells.
Jesus. Yeah.
Everyone is just tense, and it's so funny.
Mariano's on his way.
Isabella, your boyfriend's here.
I feel really bad for Mariano.
Really?
Honestly, I do. I actually did feel really bad for Mariano because he's like being made fun of the entire time in the film, right?
Aww.
He really is. Like, if you think about it, go back. Like, he is getting made fun of the entire time. Isabella, like, really wants nothing to do with him. Mm-hmm. And they all make fun of him. They're like, oh, he's so attractive and this and that, and he's just an idiot.
He's just a big, dumb guy.
Yeah, he's just, you know. But if you really look at it, like, during dinner, nobody gave a shit about Mirabelle. he was the one that would interrupt and be like, Mirabelle, are you okay? Like, is there anything okay?
That's
Like, he had a heart of
true.
fucking gold. Like, he had a
And
big
he's
fucking
sensitive.
heart. Yeah.
Like, he writes poetry. He wanted to sing. Like, I see that. Yeah, there's more to him. Than,
Yeah, and he's just like,
people make fun of him
they
for
just
just being.
give him shit. It's like it's that typical, like you like to say, I guess you could say, the toxic masculinity. Like
Yeah.
he's supposed to be that fucking
Man, phenomenal cosmic power.
you
Yeah.
know, but no, dude, he's sensitive. He's got a little fucking
He's got-
softy to him. and
Yeah,
that's
he's
fucking
got
great.
substance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Isabella just isn't interested. And that's
so
not.
much love inside.
Yeah, that's not. You know, it's not his fault that she's not interested. She's just
Right.
not interested. She's just not that into him. I don't think she's really interested in anybody, really, which is fine.
Herself. I'll fucking say it.
So the house is starting to crack a little bit, and everyone's is pretty much playing telephone.
Yeah.
Isabella saw the vision. She's in the vision. She's gonna ruin the miracle. Yeah. Fix your face. And you gotta love, and I didn't say this earlier, but if no one notices this, please notice it next time you're watching. We don't talk about Bruno when Mirabelle's putting the pieces together and everyone's singing their part, dancing in circles. Because Luis is not part of the song because
Right.
she's too busy like worrying and stressing about that she can't lift anything. But she's in the dance part, but she's just like slumped over, just like because like, and even fucking the dude's mom, the one that's gonna propose,
Mariano.
yeah, his mom, because he's like, oh, before I proposed, I wanted to sing a song, and the fucking mom is like, Luisa, the piano, and you see Luisa just like, okay. she can't lift the piano. There's all this like, you know, Peppa, she's, you know, the cloud, and
Yeah.
everything just goes to shit.
I don't think she said that in a mean way. Like, she wasn't abuela. Like, she was like, Luisa, could you get the piano, please?
I don't know. It felt pretty like snap to it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm team Mariano, so you can hate on
I'm not
Mariano's
hating on
mama.
I'm not hating on him. I'm hating on his
No,
mom.
that's what I'm saying. I said you can hate on Mama Mariano. But, you know, that's just what it is. I guess. I didn't catch that with her. All of my, like, disdain is towards, like,
Isabella.
Isabel. I mean, I guess I'm fucking Mirabelle then.
She's just so perfect.
Yeah,
'Cause,
so
yeah,
perfect. What do you got to complain about now, bitch?
Because yeah, we see that they don't have the best relationship, obviously.
Right.
But so everything's like, and everyone's like, "What did you do? I'm a loser." But Mirabelle starts to see that there are these like rats that took the vision and are going somewhere. And Mirabelle sees that they were going behind a painting, and there's this huge hole in the wall behind this painting, as no one noticed. And finds Bruno. Mm-hmm. His little pals were the rats. He stayed in the catacombs or the insides of the house this whole time. So for what, like maybe 10 years?
Yes, and
Maybe
her
more.
gift, he disappeared after
The
her,
gift.
Yeah.
And you gotta love Bruno because he's shown as like the black sheep of the family, but he's very I just love everyone's like personalities are so different, and they're not like all like perfect. Like Bruno, he's definitely like very like socially awkward, especially after like how many years being isolated.
Yeah.
And he's so superstitious, and he's the one that's been fixing the cracks in the wall.
Right.
So he's been trying to help the family this whole time.
Yeah.
And in his little room, he's like next to the
And
kitchen.
he was shunned.
He was shunned.
He was legitimately shunned.
Yeah, and he was just like, yeah, my gift wasn't helping the family. Because he said that Abuela pretty much, not like forced, but like commanded, like, you need to show me the future. Why didn't Mirabelle get a gift? And he's like, just like every time, it was something that was unclear because the image, it shifts from it it can go either way. So the visions aren't, it's just like anyone. Like,
They're not set in stone.
They're not. They can go either way. Like, if that guy didn't want to get fat, don't get fat.
Right. Well, he fucking deserved it.
He did. He was an asshole.
He said that I grow gut just like he said. All my hair was disappearing. I look my head. Oh, that's me.
Hey!
Your fate is sealed when your prophecy is right. He told me that the life of my dreams.
Then his dinner plate, he like painted on a dinner plate with
That's
his name on it to sit
fucking-
next to the
oh,
family.
yeah. That's heartbreaking. But yeah, Abuela even admits
Yeah.
that she even lets out like, Bruno needed to go. He
Yeah.
can do nothing for this family. He needed to live.
Yeah, like he hated the family. Like
Yeah.
he was doing this shit on purpose. Like he can't help his gift, and they're like subliminal. They're not set, like you said, they're not set in stone.
No, they're not. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the future,
I mean, he kind of, I guess, said that for Mirabelle's, like that was the one that was different. Everything
Yeah.
else kind of seemed it.
yeah,
But I think they all were. He only noticed with hers.
maybe. Yeah,
think so.
That could be it.
Because
And-
that one, I think
yeah.
he legitimately cared about. Like, he was like, my niece. I gotta,
Yeah,
you know.
and Mirabelle even said, like, you left because of me to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like,
Every time I have a vision, somebody complains about it. If I would have let everybody know that you were in my vision and the house was breaking,
think
they
how
would have blamed
horrible her life would have been. Worse than what it is now.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
God, I mean, how
So he really-
He's
he-
selfless.
you. Yeah, so he really did. He really did. He took the fall.
Yeah, he took the fall.
He took the fall for this 6-year-old child and was like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and everybody can hate me.
Hate
I'll
me.
just-
Don't hate this child.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah,
my
it's
God.
great. That's why I love Bruno.
I love Bruno.
I do love Bruno. And honestly, like, in a way, I guess he is my favorite character in this,
Yeah.
in this whole film. Like, he is my favorite.
He's great. And John Leguizamo did such a good job.
Oh my God. Like we were saying, because, like, my sister, Cam Bam, when she was like, you know, who is this? Who is this? It's like, well, give me a fucking
Can we
minute.
let us hear Can we hear him, please?
She just kept interrupting as he was talking. She was making me laugh.
Do you guys know who Lin-Manuel is? Do you know who you're fucking talking to? And you mentioned, like, yeah, in the Heights, and she's like, what?
What's that? Only a song I listened to in high school a lot, but that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, did make fun, but that was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, man, because, like, because she was like, who is that? Who is that? And I was like, well, let me fucking hear. Is that John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Because honestly, for a minute when he was talking, like, I could barely tell it was him.
Yeah, he was definitely changing certain, like, inflections in his voice.
Yeah. Like, when he gets excited, you can tell
Yes.
it's John Leguizamo.
That's when you can hear
When
it,
you
for
can,
sure.
when he really gets excited, that is when you know it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mirabelle's like, no, like, I need your help. Like, this is something that can really, really hurt the family. I need you to do another vision. Try to see it again. And he agrees to do it, which is, that's very, like, that's a big step for him. It's a little superstitious. Knock, 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 knock.
Knock on what? And he's got to go to Antonio's room.
Antonio offers his room.
Yeah.
Antonio's so
And
good.
Antonio just shows up out of nowhere. The
rats
rats told me everything. Don't eat those. Fucking leopards like about to fucking
Eat the rats.
feast. Don't eat those.
So in the vision, it's like amazing how big, or not how big, like how much goes into Bruno seeing his vision. Like he really has got to put some, like, unless it's his little, like, his little ritual.
I think, yeah.
It could be that. Because I think that the sand is a huge part of his,
It's the timeline.
it's the timeline. Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Like the sands in the hourglass fall.
yes.
These are the days of our lives.
Yes. So we see that Mirabelle needs to embrace somebody, and that'll help the candle keep burning. And like, who is it? Who is it? Isabella!
Oh. He goes back to...
Oh yeah, well, she's like, well, yeah, hey, you gotta hug your sister, and she's just like, "Argh." He's like, every time.
Every
He
time.
throws the
That's
vision.
right.
He's ready.
Everybody hates my visions.
Back in the hole. So and Bruno, he does kind of give like, hey, you know, you got to do this. You got to, and you know, Mirabelle has a huge problem with Isabella.
And the golden butterfly.
The golden butterfly.
The golden butterfly was leading them to the
was
answer.
leading them to the answer. Yes. And then there's an
Abuela.
image that we see later on that shows when that was who she was really supposed to embrace. But she needed to embrace what? Oh, your look.
Never caught that.
Oh, cuz
Did not catch that.
the butterfly was on that little the little tall grass
Yeah.
on the water.
Did not
Those
catch
two little
that.
thing, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because Isabella looks a lot like a younger abuela, and that's why maybe at first, maybe she's supposed to do both. She's
Look at
supposed to
you.
embrace both of them. I don't
I
know.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a really huge part, to reconcile with your siblings. And of course we see Isabella's room, which is all beautiful with the flowers, and her bed's like all hanging on vines. And
I will say, I do really like this song.
You
I
like
can't
this
stand
song?
Isabella, but I really like this
It's a good song. It's very
just made something unexpected.
it's very poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very pop.
Something sharp. Something new.
It's a self-discovery song.
It is.
Because she's felt stifled her entire life, and she says, I have had to be the perfect one this whole time, and you think that I'm being selfish? I was thinking of the family. And she's, well, you could still marry that big hunk, whatever. She's like, I never wanted to marry him. I was doing it for my family.
See, that's also the abuela thing. And I mean, it's how it is even now, like in the world. The older generation is always going to be stuck in their ways. And
Yes.
it's gonna be like that for us, I'm
Yes.
sure, when we're fucking,
Old.
60 fucking 7. But it's just hard. I mean, it's kind of true. Teach a dog a new trick.
Yeah.
Old dog, new tricks. But that's just how it is. Abuela is stuck in this family and our family combined together would be amazing. We
Yeah.
have to do
Perfect. It'll be
Perfect
perfect
match.
match for
Yeah.
perfect family, 5 perfect children.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Mirabelle. She's like, you know what? This is such a huge step, because she makes that cacti
Yeah.
show up. She's like, you know what? This is such a big thing. You know what? Come on. Bring it in. Come on. Get over here, you. Get over. Come on. Let's get out.
Get it over with.
Yeah, Isabella, like,
Bring it
she
in.
starts to see, like, what her magic can really do, because she's been stifled. She was only allowed to show the beauty that is like a flower and blah, 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 whatever.
The roses.
The rose.
She makes rows and rows
The
of roses.
Yeah. And she can do so much more. And cactus are beautiful too. They're flowers.
Yeah.
They're part of the earth.
She was making like what, a carnivorous plant? She made like a carnivorous plant. I don't know what the fuck
Did she?
Yeah, she did. She actually, I don't know what it was fucking called, but she made like this carnivorous plant in the thing, and she like kind of mentioned it in the song. But she was just like something about like, just stay away. 'Cause yeah,
Oh.
but like she legit made like kind of like not a Venus, but it's something Spanish. I don't again.
Like a Venus flytrap?
Essentially, like it was like again carnivorous plant, but I have no idea what it was. She said something like in Spanish, so I don't know what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
she did. She was making like different things that didn't have to do with beauty.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. And they are beautiful as well. Like palm trees and
Mm-hmm.
and all this like different color pollen, and she was allowing herself to be messy, because she was letting all the pollen. She was having fun with her fucking sister. I mean, they were having a blast, and there's fucking abuela like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and then she of course fucking shrivels up.
She shrivels up, and she's like, okay, nope, this isn't good. Because look, they were having so much fun, and they hugged. They did hug it out.
They
It was
embraced, and then the candle.
just
blew up.
yeah. And abuela, yeah, she's not happy. She's like, what is going on, Mirabelle? This is all your fault. Mirabelle sees it as a good thing. She's like, look at Luisa. She's finally like released. She's, the candle's burning bright. Like, I'm helping. Can't you see I'm helping? And I was like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Like, because of you, Luisa's losing her strength, because you said something to her, and Isabella's out of control.
Right.
How is she, like, what's wrong with being out of control? Like,
Yeah, I guess in that aspect I can get on her side. Like it's like
On
like you were
Isabella's
saying,
side?
yeah,
Yeah.
you were saying, stuck to be the perfect one.
yeah, she's not allowed to.
anchored down to be
and
how
in
you
her
are.
in her song, she says, "I want to feel. Why can't I make something that I feel in the moment? I want something real, because flowers can be fake." Yeah, Abuela's just like, the miracle is dying because of you. Did I say that correctly?
The miracle is dying because of you.
Because of Abuela.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Well, they both essentially said it to each other.
I was saying, yeah, they're both kind of throwing out the blame game on each other. But honestly, like, Mirabelle, she said kind of what I feel like a lot of people in the family wanted to say. And that's why I think like the cracks in the house are such a huge representation of, you know, like the elephant in the room. Like sometimes I'll mention like when I, like, you know, if I'm in my family house, there's so much tension sometimes that it just feels like there's these just elephants just piling up on top of it, and it's just gonna break at any moment.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what the house is doing, because no one's really expressing themselves. They're just status quo. Showing any type of imperfection is considered bad and a horrible representation of the family.
Yeah.
And Maribel kind of said it like, no, like, this is all because of you. You don't allow anyone to do anything but, you know, what their gift is. Like, they're not good enough unless they have a gift. And Maribel says, like, no, she says, no matter what I do, I'm never going to be good enough. Luisa's never going to be strong enough. Isabella's never going to be perfect enough.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like, expectations, man. You can have expectations for yourself, but perfection?
Right.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible expectation to try to achieve. And I think it takes a lot of people to realize that, like, imperfect, I think it's perfect. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's,
Agreed.
You know, people have flaws, and that's fine. That's part of being a human.
Vulnerability is a beautiful fucking
Yes.
thing. And I, especially like in my everyday fucking like life right now,
Yeah.
like my work life, I fucking hate that, you know, it's like I can't show any vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because it's considered a fucking weakness.
Yeah, well, you work with a lot of toxic masculine
I
dudes.
mean, I really do.
You do.
I really fucking do.
and you're not that, and you have to suppress that in order to not get made fun of, or, you know.
Well, I gotta like sometimes I gotta like I mean, fuck. It's one thing to bust balls.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and I mean, I bust balls with the best of them.
Yeah.
But there's a time.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place.
Yes.
And there, it's like I constantly like have to bust balls.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's a constant receiving of getting my balls busted.
Yeah.
Man, my shit is tender right now. I need a break. No mistake. No pressure. But anywho,
Yeah.
this is that's the thing. It's okay to share some vulnerability. It's okay to tell another fucking dude,
Yeah.
I'm here, dude, if you need to talk. Like, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got shit going on. Fucking let's talk
And you
about
know,
it.
and they say that, like, the bone that breaks, it heals and becomes stronger.
Yeah.
It becomes the strongest bone in the bunch. You know, sometimes, you know, people that deal with certain, you know, substance abuse problems, or, you know, sometimes you have to really fall and crumble so you can rebuild and become something stronger.
Right.
And that's what we're going to see in the end of the movie, which is so important. It's so, my God, it's just like,
I know, we're getting there. I'm already getting
oh
emotional.
my God, I'm getting there, guys. Ugh. So after Mirabel just does this, you know, she word vomits in the best way possible, and the house comes tumbling down, and
God bless Casita.
they're very, like, the last breath was
Right.
protecting the family, and Mirabel, you know, she just,
Was pushing everyone out.
the Casita.
Yeah,
to
Casita
save
literally was like pushing everyone out, and Mirabel was like, "Casita, get me up there!" Casita made like a ladder out of the railing.
Still helping out Mirabel. Like, Mirabel refused to let the candle die.
Yeah. Who was it? It was Camilo and Isabella were both also, along with Mirabel, were trying to go get the candle.
They were, yes.
Yeah, Isabella was like swinging and then like lost her power first and fell. And then Camilo was like changing and he was trying to get up there. And then all of a sudden he like, I guess, what was he? Jose. So he had length and then he turned into himself again.
And then he turned into a little
fell.
kid so he can go under something.
And Casita fucking helped both of them like fall gracefully.
Yeah.
And then when Mirabel was getting up to reach for the candle, its like last breath was to like push her up to get it. And then when she did, she fell, right? Mm-hmm. And then Casita formed like a fucking barrier, like a roof over her, so that when the rest of it came... Man, I've never cried at a fucking like house
An inanimate object.
Right, never in my life.
Bunch of wood and fucking cement.
Mortar and fucking...
Yeah. house is rubble. The candle, it burns out. Like, not only is it like the flame is gone, but the whole candle.
There's no more wax,
There's
dude.
no more wax. The wax is gone.
It's at the fucking brim.
It's been waxed off.
Mouth off.
And Mirabelle, like, she's like in shock.
Yeah.
Like, she can't even move. And the mom's like, wait, stay here. I'm going to go get something to, like, help you. Mm-hmm. She's like, are you hurt? And she's like, she shakes her head. But Mirabelle just runs off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's looking for her. They can't find her. And who finds her but Abuela? Mm-hmm. And
at the very spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very spot when when what happened to Abuela changed the family forever. And that's what we get. Like, Abuela finally opens up to Mirabelle about what happened. And what happened to her in the past. Like, that was a real thing that happened in Colombia.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. I apologize, but that was like a real thing.
Event.
Yeah. Tragic that happened, and I can't remember his name, but it's Abuelo.
I don't think they say his name.
I think it's
she
Pedro.
does.
Pedro, yes. He sacrifices himself to save Abuela.
Yeah.
And
the whole fucking village.
The whole village.
So I want to talk about this song.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know if this song is like an actual song before the film or if this song was written for the film. I don't want to know. Like, honestly, because to me, it feels like this is Abuelo's song.
Yes.
This is him singing. And I mean, I don't think, if you have the subtitles off, I don't think it shows.
Sometimes.
I don't think it does.
A little bit.
Yeah, because we have the subtitles on and it shows, like, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, of the Spanish. Because when we were at my sister's, I don't remember seeing the lyrics. I don't remember seeing what the song was actually about.
I think they showed some of the lyrics in English because I know it was they were talking about caterpillars and butterflies.
Right.
They were talking about life, the evolution and the change of life.
Yeah. And that's where I'm like, man, like, was this Abuelo's song? Like, would he sing this to the kids? Would he sing this to, like, Abuela? Like, these were those thoughts. That's why I don't want to know if this was fucking written before or after this film or for this film. I don't want to know because for me, the story is like, this is Abuela. Like, he's talked about so much in this fucking film. And yes, he has that moment, like, when they're, and it's powerful as fuck. Like, in the beginning of the film, man, did not do it. You just see him fucking, like, put his hands up and he just disappears.
Yeah.
But in this moment, like, fuck, dude. Like, you see their love. You see him and Abuela, how they, like, meet and they're, like, having fun. And then meet cute. And then she has that, I love that little paper cutout of, like, the one child.
We're having a baby.
And then here's three. We're having triplets. Yeah. And then he's just like, oh! It falls over. But yeah, and then you see the fucking machete the guys coming in and they're like burning the village down. And then this group of like fucking 40 fucking people are leaving. And then here comes just the 4 machete men.
Yeah.
And Abuelo, I guess, was like, I'm going to try to talk to him.
Yeah.
And goes off and is like, hey, you know, we did nothing wrong, like, whatever. And then you have the symbolism of the leader of the machetes. You know, he points the machete at... And of course, we don't see anything. What we see is, and this to me, honestly, hurts the most. Oh. We don't see what happens to Abuelo. We see Abuela. God damn, I'm already fucking like tearing up.
Reaction.
We see her fucking reaction.
She saw everything.
And she like fucking falls to her knees. She screams.
Yeah.
She's like crying. God damn. She's like crying and screaming like, holy shit. And then the fucking candle just turns into that butterfly. It's like as soon as Abuelo died, honestly, I think he went into the candle.
His like soul, his spirit.
He's the candle. If you think about it, I think he legit went into the fucking candle, and dude. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking leave it at that. Okay. I think he went into the fucking candle, and as soon as like her tears or whatever hit. And that explosion happened, and you see those motherfuckers just go flying out of the fucking...
Yeah.
You know, the machetes go flying. And then she's... You know... Yeah.
And
then that's when the fucking mountains rise and they're enclosed. I think that was him. I personally, like, she talks about, like, the Encanto, the miracle. Like, he's the miracle.
Aww.
Like, Abuelo's sacrifice was the miracle.
That's so sweet.
And it's like, that's why there's just the fucking butterflies everywhere. And why when they finally embrace, like, that's Abuelo. Like, Abuelo's like, guys, come on.
You got it.
He's trying to tell Abuela, like, you have shunned this little girl.
Yeah.
Who, and I gotta go back to Sophia the First, my wonderful niece. I gotta go back to her.
Oh my God.
And what she said, because it blew me the fuck away. This 5 or 6 year old child was like, no, what it is Mirabelle is the next candle holder. Like, she is the protector of the candle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's going to be taken over for Abuela.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Child? Shut up, child. But that's like, God, that blew me away that she said that. I said,
know.
Holy shit.
Such
awareness. Yeah, I was like, man,
Yeah.
that's a good fucking theory.
And
right there.
and one thing I'll add to that is when you see, the casita was built and Abuela like steps in and she's got her 3 kids, she takes this like huge breath and she puts on this black shawl, and black represents grief, mourning. She's never taken that off. She's been wearing that black shawl. She's still wearing her wedding ring, which is fine, but the shawl represents she never fully let go of her grief. And because even though he's gone, like, he's still not gone, like, and she felt this just, she felt the same type of like pressure and expectation to protect everyone, that she closed herself off. She like kind
of like the village, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. She became like a shell of her former self. Yeah. And just, all right, everyone's getting your gift. All right, that's what you got to do. Like, and Mirabelle was the one that made her see, oh my God, like, you, my children, the children's children, like, you guys are the gift, not your gifts. You are. And
it takes them to lose the gifts for her to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lose the house, everything.
That was the point of Mirabelle.
Yes.
That was the point of her not receiving one.
Yes.
Ow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it, baby.
Yeah.
And you gotta love, because it's such a, we're all like crying, and there's that hug, and then you gotta love Bruno. She didn't do it!
It's not her fault! Don't you blame her! It was me! He's getting stuck on the horse.
He's getting stuck.
He's trying to get off.
And
You want to blame somebody? Blame me!
She just hugs him.
Yeah. Brunito.
Oh, Bruno.
Oh, Brunito.
I missed something.
Didn't I?
Something happened and I missed it, didn't I?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mirabelle was meant to reconcile with Abuela the entire time, and Abuela finally opened her eyes and saw the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love, we didn't touch it, but when Bruno and Mirabelle were talking, and Bruno was like, when this is all over and you save the miracle, come visit me. She was like, when I save the miracle, I'm bringing you home.
Yeah.
Like, you're coming out of there.
Yeah, you can't stay here anymore.
Yeah.
This needs to stop. And Mirabelle, she comes in, like, she has her like her moment that she was meant to do. Like, she's like, hey, let's rebuild this house together. Let's just go from scratch. And finally the town redeems itself. Yeah. And it's like, hey, we aren't strong, but we're many.
Right.
We're
Again,
plenty.
I hate that fat motherfucker was the leader of that shit. And it should have been fucking Mariano.
I thought it was Mariano.
Nope. That fat fucking, because you didn't get the gift. It was him. He was in the lead. He was the fucking head swan, or he was the head goose in the fucking flying V, okay? He was the fucking head one. Mariano was like right behind him on the like left.
All right.
And I was so like, oh my God, it should have been Mariano.
Yeah. I mean, but it's nice that the town finally was doing something for the family, because they've been breaking their backs for them the entire time. And even like the mountains cracked too with the house. And I think that opened up the town to let outsiders in, because I think they've been secluded for so long because they were scared of what happened last time.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, we can finally open ourselves up to the rest of the world.
The raiders and shit.
Yeah, everyone can enjoy this wonderful town. Yeah, they're more than their gifts. The gift is you, kind of thing. And they give Mirabelle the doorknob. I mean, because their last name is M, but also it's Mirabelle, M,
right.
whatever. And she opens the door, and all the magic comes back.
It all come casita waving and
The way
shit. I love it.
So cute. So cute. Everyone gets their gifts back, and everyone's invited in the house, and they're all just...
I want to bring up how the sisters reacted with Bruno, though.
Oh!
Because when Bruno showed up, because during that song, when Abuela was like, I lost touch of what was most important.
Yeah.
And, like, Bruno was there, and then
that made me
fucking
cry.
Bruno, like, comes out all awkward, all like, hey, it's me.
Hey.
And then fucking...
What's his name? Like, so are we going to talk about Bruno?
Yeah. But I loved Julietta's reaction. Like, she just ran right up to him.
No.
And even Pepe, I mean, I think Pepe was just so... Because in the song, it says it all about... She's so nervous.
I think she's a representation of someone with, like, anxiety and, someone that has to hold it in. And Bruno even says, like, hey, I'm sorry about your wedding. I just saw that you were sweating it. Like, I didn't say that you were going to have, but,
Looks like rain.
Embrace your gift. Like he said, let it snow, let it go.
Right. I love it. But they were so excited to see him.
They
were. It
were.
was like he came back from the grave.
Like, no questions asked. They just embraced him right away without explanation, like nothing. Yeah. And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much it. They take the picture. They take a picture together. Everyone's in it, and you gotta love that the picture that they took was not a perfect picture.
It wasn't perfect at all. I love that too. I love that too. That was great.
Yeah, and that's Encanto, guys. I try not to be that type of person that's like, oh my god, you have to watch this movie, because we get that all the time. Where it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
but
who cares?
Definitely encourage anyone to see this movie, because there's something for everybody.
It is
in this movie.
And one of the reasons, like we were saying, like, I mean, I didn't personally watch it a lot because it was just talked about a lot.
Yeah,
Same reason why I didn't want to watch Frozen or anything.
Yeah.
But me, selfishly, I don't know if I'd want a second one.
I don't want a second one.
I don't
either.
think I'd want a second one of this.
It was too perfect.
Yeah.
Like, let's just leave it at that. How it is. Like, if they do anything, maybe like a
years later, maybe.
Like years later, or like a made-for-TV kind of thing, where there's like a a secondary character kind of has their thing, or I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah.
Give Antonio his own little adventure or something.
Oh, that'd be cute. Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I'd go to bed to that.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah. So Encanto.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would both watch this without the other, because we have.
We have. Even before we decided to make this the episode.
Yeah, we were both watching it.
But we aren't going to mention what we're going to do next, because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We have no fucking idea.
We're going to figure it out when it comes.
And I really feel like this kind of brought back my drive. And, because this was really fun. I had a really great time doing this again with you. And let's get that magic back. I think
we gotta get it back. Yeah.
We're getting.
Well, we're getting it back.
We're getting it. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
No pressure.
Fuck, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, contemplators. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. Please like and subscribe. You can find us on almost all podcasting platforms.
Yes, guys, and we do have a social media. Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com, and we are also on Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
All right, contemplators. We'll see you next week with We Don't Know What.
We don't know nothing.
Bye, baby.